The following is a VSW podcast feature presentation. As always, viewer discretion is advised. The Wolf is here with another edition of the Beantown Sports Wolfcast, and today the Boston Redsox take on the Houston Astros in Game 1 of the ALCS. After overcoming a miracle upset over the first place AL East winners Tampa Bay Rays in a 3-1 series defeat, the Red Sox are moving on as a wild card to chase a World Series title and a pennant. And tonight they face one of the toughest AL elite teams in all of baseball, the best hitting in the world, the Houston Astros. I will recap today the battle with the Tampa Bay Rays. A lot of them were close games except the ones in Tampa, lopsided for either team. And I will preview the ALCS against the Houston Astros. Will the Sox prevail, or will they get sent home of the hit parade? Find out on the Beantown Sports Wolfcast. Oh, I know. Calm down, everybody. I know you're all excited. The Wolf is too. And first off, I am going to start off with recapping each game by the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Red Sox. We'll start with Game 1, shall we? Game 1 was one of the only losses for the Red Sox in this playoff so far, where the Tampa Bay Rays win 5 games, 2-0, and the starting pitcher was Pavita for the Red Sox and McClanahan for the Tampa Bay Rays. Pavita gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs and runs respectively, gave up a few walks and struck out 4 for 5.79 ERA. Then what really gave us the loss was the play-by-play, the starting lineup, who didn't show. A lot of these guys did not show up for the Red Sox, including Vasquez and Dalbec. Had 4 at-bats, no strikeouts, but all groundouts, line drives. You got the Bogarts and Kyle Schwarber with 2 hits each in this game, which caused the Sox to lose. They gave up 2 runs in the first inning and 1 run in the third inning, and they never had a chance after the third inning. They rotate every other inning minus the 9th inning with 1 run each. The hits could not have gotten going. It wasn't good at all, and they had 2 runners left in scoring position, but there was Cruz of the Tampa Bay Rays to hit off a third inning home run off Pavita, which didn't get the loss, but it was more of Eduardo Rodriguez. But Pavita was there most of the time, as Rodriguez did not look too good as he got taken out of the game so early, as the Tampa Bay Rays went on 1-0 over the Red Sox, and which led to Game 2 of the ALDS, with making his first postseason appearance in almost 3 years, as Chris Sale, after recovering from the Tommy John surgery, finally gets postseason action. But he didn't look so good in the first inning, as he is battling off an injury. It started off really rough. The Red Sox did start off with a really good start in the first inning. The first inning, you had Xander Bogaerts single, and you had Kyle Schwarber score after a single fly run, and Enrique Hernandez III, which gave it 1-0 Red Sox. Verdugo singles a sharp line over the right field line, and Hernandez scores, which he already hit an RBI. And you had Xander Bogaerts the second. It was 2-0 Red Sox. And then we all felt good. Chris Sale was going to come and pitch and try to even it out. Not so fast. That he gave up so many walks and hits. It all started with Yandy Diaz scored a single to get a 1 run, and it was 2-1 Red Sox, and he struggled. He walked so many guys, Chris Sale. And Jordan Luplow hits not a home run, but a grand slam to make it 5-2 Tampa Rays. And we all thought it was done. And then he was taken out for Hoak, which he did end up getting a win for the Sox. But you had Xander Bogaerts doing what he does best, hit a solo home run to make the game closer. And then you got Alex Vertigo hitting back-to-back home runs. He carried the Red Sox most of the series, made it 5-4 Tampa Bay. And then nothing happened until top of the 5th when Enrique Hernandez gave a huge home run. And then it got reviewed. And then you had J.D. Martinez. You had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 home runs to send the Red Sox in the hit parade, and all of a sudden in the 5th inning, over half the game was over, and it is 8-5 Red Sox. But they did give up a run to G-Man Choi, which made it 8-6 Sox, and then Rafael Devers did hit a home run to send this game into an 11-6 victory, and all their runs have come off of home runs. That is an incredible feat, just like the Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, and David Ortiz days. Even though David Ortiz didn't put a needle in himself. But anyways, let's move on, shall we? Top of the 9th, Christian Vacca scored a run, and it was 12-6. And the rest was history. Winning the game was Halak. McHugh lost the game for the Tampa Bay Rays, as it's even at 1 apiece as they go back to the Yawkey Way in Fenway. Who comes up with this victory? Will it be the Sox, or will it be the Rays tied out 1 game apiece, folks? It is all down to this. The starting pitcher for the Red Sox was Nathan Eovaldi, which had us win the World Series in 2018 when he was a shutdown closer, kind of like what Jonathan Papelbon was. And unfortunately, Matt Barnes is still injured, which is going to be a while till he comes back. And you got Ramasan pitching for the Tampa Bay Rays. At this point, you had Cruz, who's been an MVP for the Rays, Lowe, and Franco. It all started. It's Game 3. The Sox had most of control. This was a pitcher's duel for most of the game by Eovaldi. He struck out 7 innings leading into the 5 innings pitched. And it was amazing. There wasn't a lot of runs scored until they got a solo home run in the 5th inning. This was an extra inning game that lasted 13 innings right after the Patriots played. A lot of people's eyes were glued to the Red Sox. And they had played amazing at Fenway, folks. It all started at top of the 1st. We were worried about Eovaldi, but Austin Meadows hit a fly home run to right center field near the monster seat. Then Kyle Schwarber, the former world champion on Chicago Cubs, to break the curse, hits a solo homer to make it 2-1. And then Enrique Hernandez, who's been amazing in this ALDS, hits a sacrifice fly and gets an earned run and sends in Christian Arroyo, scoring for the Red Sox. And then you had Rafael Devers hit a single to make it 3-2 Red Sox in the bottom of the 3rd. And Eovaldi played outstanding since giving up a home run, striking out 7. Then he ended up striking 8 before. And then Enrique Hernandez scores a home run, and he hit 3 RBIs throughout the night, and it was 4-2 Sox. But Franco answers right back for the Tampa Bay Rays, making it 4-3 Red Sox. And then Franco, and then Randy Arozarena doubles in a line drive into the Fenway bullpen, making it 4-4. And there was a lot of controversy, which helped the Red Sox in this game when it was ruled a ground rule double instead of a home run, which made the game different for the Sox. And in the bottom of the 13th, Christian Vasquez, the catcher of the Sox, hits a 2-run home run in a clutch, Big Poppy type walk-off fashion. And the Red Sox make it out of Game 3. Game 3, 6-4. And we are up 2-1, which a lot of people doubted the Sox all year after the disastrous pandemic-style season, finishing in last place with the suspended Alex Cora, who's going to be facing his former team. And now let's make it towards Game 4. Did the Rays come back or did the Red Sox end it? And this went 9th inning. This was a very close game. What made the difference was the 5-run home run when Rafael Devers hits his second home run of the series, hitting 3 RBIs. He was 3 out of 4 for this game. And you got Enrique Rodriguez redeeming himself with 3 hits to only giving up 2 earned runs and 6 strikeouts, which was amazing. But Kevin Cormier doubles on a line shot right, and Hunter Renfroe couldn't have caught the ball, and it was 4-5. And then Arizona singles a ground rule ball and ties the game up at 5. And we all thought we were going to go to extra innings in this game until Enrique Hernandez hits a sacrifice fly and he scores. And the Red Sox are advancing to the ALCS with this game, folks. As a lot of people were surprised, people were so happy. And just like, again, when the Patriots played the Texans this weekend, they came back to beat them. The Red Sox are also playing a team from Houston, subject to controversy the past 5 years, with former batting coach Alex Cora, who now is finally able to manage the Red Sox with the hit parade of the Houston Astros, as they are led by their amazing pitching staff of Lance McCullers Jr., Zach Greinke, former Arizona Diamondback, and you got their star hitter, Jose Altuve, the second baseman, UV Guerrero, Alex Bregman, the power hitter. You got Carlos Cora as a shortstop, kind of similar to Rafael Devers in the play he makes. Also got Kyle Tucker, and you got Jordan Verney as being the designated hitter for them. That hitting machine's one of the best in baseball. They've won the ALS year after year. They've been unstoppable. They've been playing with the Dodgers a lot in the World Series. This is their 5th consecutive ALCS appearance. Pretty amazing, isn't it? I think the Sox are going to make this close. They've revealed their 26-man active roster for the ALCS, which begins in a few hours, 7:30 Eastern on Fox, I believe. And you have Chris Sale going with the opener. We all thought it would be Nathan Eovaldi, but he'll be starting Game 2 for the Sox. I still got to look at the potential pitching lineups for the ALCS as I'm looking it up shortly, folks. As we are all proud of this team, how the Red Sox have played all year, overcame adversity. They really struggled after the All-Star break and we still lost our closer, Matt Barnes, still to this day, as we had a lot of people in the bullpen that were injured. Now I'm trying to look the starting Game 1 tonight, 8:07 Eastern on Fox. You got Chris Sale going up against Valdez for the Astros. Game 2, it's going to be Nathan Eovaldi versus Luis Garcia. It will be a 4:20, how ironic, with the Versace Stoner. Eastern time, the Versace Stein, on tomorrow night, I believe. I'm not sure. They haven't revealed if it's going to be on Fox or FS1. And Game 1 of the NLCS between the Dodgers and Braves will be on 8:07 tomorrow night. As I think if the Red Sox keep up their pitching, I think they can make this a shot. I still think it's going to go 6 games, and the Sox will pull it off, as they've been playing unbelievable with the Astros getting too uncomfortable. I think each team will split Games 1 and 2 respectively. I think the Astros will, unfortunately, take Game 1, as Chris Sale's been struggling, but I trust Eovaldi to even us back and send it to Fenway 1-1. Games 1 and 2 are Friday, Saturday. You got off day on Sunday. That way everyone can watch the Patriots and the Cowboys. And you got it, Games 3, 4, and 5 at Fenway. And a potential Games 6 and 7 on Friday and Saturday, with Game 7 Saturday night, folks. It is going to be amazing. I honestly think that the Astros were obviously a huge favorite from the beginning of the season to win the World Series, alongside with Los Angeles Dodgers. And it's the 5th straight ALCS trip for the Astros. But the Red Sox are in 7 ALCSs in the past 19 years, winning 4 out of 7 of them. And Alex Cora will be facing his former team that got into a lot of trouble with the spying, similar to the Spygate, and it will be a big series indeed, where both teams do have issues in the bullpen, but the Houston has the edge in the hitting a little bit, not by much, as the Sox have the history of the past few years, as the Astros had defeated the White Sox single-handedly, same as the Red Sox, winning in 4 games, not needing a Game 5 in the Windy City, as both these squads are two of the best teams right now. As you got the starting lineup, so the Red Sox will be center fielder Kiki Hernandez. Number 2 is first baseman Kyle Schwarber. The power lineup in 3, 4, and 5 is Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop, Rafael Devers, who's had one of the best seasons of his career, third base. You got designated hitter JD Martinez, who's always clutch. Right fielder Hunter Renfroe, and the underdog of this whole series, Alex Vertigo at the left field, and you got Christian Arroyo batting 8th, the second baseman. He could be used to pinch hit, and you got Christian Vasquez rounding up the lineup as the catcher. Most catchers are in the bottom, but the Astros have averaged almost 8 runs per game in the ALDS, as you got their starting lineup is Jose Altuve, the second baseman, Michael Brantley, the designated hitter, number 2. Number 3, Alex Bregman, the power hitting third baseman, Jordan Alvarez, the left fielder, number 4. Number 5, Bet shortstop, field hitter since Derek Jeter's Carlos Correa. You got Kyle Tucker in the right field, number 6. Yoli Guerrero, the first baseman, number 7. Chas McCormick, the center fielder, number 8. Rounding up the lineup is, of course, a catcher, Martin Maldonado. Like, everyone thought that Nathan Eovaldi would start game 1, but he decided to go with Sale because you don't really need to win the first game. You definitely need one of them. And I think Sale will get more rest, so that's a great thing. You need Eovaldi right where you need him, as he's been lights out all season for the Red Sox, and I believe the Sox will win it in 6. And good luck, everyone. You got the Bruins opening night. You got a lot of VSW action with KPW coming this weekend, which I'll be reffing, as please come out and support KPW, folks. As the Wolf is signing out, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this. Go Sox, baby. Woohoo! We'd like to thank everyone for watching this featured VSW presentation. As always, like, subscribe, check in what's happening in the podcast to all our social media platforms. Check out our Schwartz, our latest videos, and everything. This is the Wolf here signing out.